Today we're going to talk about Sven Falzon, a Maltese who just turned 21. He dreams of becoming a professional IFBB pro bodybuilder. They call him the new Sam Sulek. He already has 120,000 followers on Instagram. I'm pretty sure this guy is going to blow up. I really don't like this kind of comparisons because he doesn't resemble Sam Sulek at all, except maybe in terms of physique, which has some similar muscular structural characteristics. But in terms of personality, way of acting, speaking, training, they're very different. There's something about this guy that really catches my attention, and I think it's cool. It's that he takes those photos and those posings with masks. Svein Falzon has had an absurd physical transformation. At 16, he weighed 53 kilograms or 116 kg. He commented in a very sincere interview, and I totally believe him, that he was natural until he was 19. He went from 53 kilograms or 116 lbs to 81 kilograms or 178 pounds. We're talking about gaining almost 30 kilograms or 66 lbs of muscle mass in those 3 natural years. He had a starting point that honestly wasn't bad. He was already strong for a 16-year-old boy, probably had done sports and had pretty good genetics, which was demonstrated later. At 19 is when he started consuming juices, and that's where he exploded. He himself says that neither he nor his coach nor anyone could believe it. From 19 to 20 years old was insane. He exploded. In other words, he was a very good responder to the gummies. Since he started taking them at 19, he consulted with a good coach who handled his diet, training, and you know the rest. Because since he was young, he's had a lot of common sense and has wanted to do things within what is not healthy in the best possible way. And here's the incredible thing, because he went from 81 kilograms or 178 pounds to 104 kilograms or 229 lbs in a year of using gummies. It's absurd because he didn't start from zero. I mean, he exploded when he started taking them. Not only does he have privileged genetics, in the sense that he can gain muscle mass easily, has good shapes, strength, but he also has a body that responds exceptionally to substances. He just turned 21. What will he achieve in another year? I don't think he'll gain 20 kilograms or 44 pounds, but he could gain another 10 kilograms or 22 pounds. Currently, he already weighs around 110 kilograms. He's bulking, he's covering up quite a bit. He's already starting the transformation. He collaborated with Larry Wheels, and he looked even bigger next to him. I don't know his height measurements, but if Larry Wheels is around 185 centimeters, then how tall could this guy be? 173 centimeters or 5 feet 8. He has a normal height. In fact, a very good height for bodybuilding. This guy is going to be a beast in a few years. We'll see where he's capable of reaching. His physique seems pretty aesthetic to me, considering everything. I think he keeps his waist narrow, he has nice marked and symmetrical abs, he has a pretty big chest, bulky shoulders, you can also see some good legs with tremendous inner quads. He has some calves, femoral. In general, I would say he has a balanced body. I think he's doing pretty well. The other day they asked him, "What's your weak point? What do you want to improve?" And he says, "All are my weak points." With that, he's saying that he's balanced, he doesn't have anything he wants to prioritize in particular, and in general, he wants everything to grow, he wants everything to get bigger. Although I fear there's something that will get smaller. And for some reason, figures like Svein, like Sam Sulek, or like the Trend Twins, these types of profiles are currently becoming super media focused. They're being very followed, especially by young people, who they influence very positively in terms of training, working on your physique, discipline, diet, pure motivation. But on the other hand, they are also showing that they are very sincere about this, the use of gummies, and they are showing a direct relationship between success, fame, the physique of your dream, being a bodybuilder and a competitor with taking substances, so they will likely influence many of them to follow the same path. We live in a time when training starts earlier and earlier. It's no longer so strange to see kids of 12, 13, 14 years old starting at the gym lifting weights, even going on a diet, having idols and wanting to be like them, to become a bodybuilder or influencer someday. And I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, of course not, but also many of them will start taking the step earlier. We have in all areas, not just bodybuilding, but also powerlifting, increasingly younger athletes who stand out a lot earlier, who at 17, 18 years old are winning in strength or physique over 30-year-old guys. Sven calls himself the genetic anomaly, and as I analyze bodies, bodybuilding, and strength, I realize that genetics are so important that no matter what you do, if you are not born, you will not be able to stand out like these people. Often they tell me that it's because they take everything, because they are the ones who abuse the most, and I totally disagree. I believe they are people who even take in normal amounts, and some even less, and still manage to stand out above those who abuse and don't achieve anything. It's not the one who takes the most who gets stronger, but the one with the best genetics. Unfortunately, that can't be changed and you're born with it. I'm not going to extend the video much more, his story is still to be written. Now I consider that the good part begins. Remember this video, save it, because this guy is going to explode again, both in the media and physically. I hope you liked the video, see you in the next one.